Hello. How are you doing this evening? Thanks for joining me. If you're watching on the replay or whether you're joining me live, I'm super glad that you are here. I have a fun card for you tonight. I have been doing a lot of junk journaling lately, so my card inspiration has just kind of been out the window. So when I need inspiration, I usually try a case. It's this side that needs to be, I guess I'm switched around. What was I saying? I shouldn't have touched my hair. Junk journaling, card inspiration. So I cased one of my favorite designers, Mary Fish, and so I'm going to show you her card and then show you what I came up as a result. So I feel like a little card mojo has been restored. Thank you. So here we go. There. Ta-da. All right. So I had a little opening video and I'm really wondering if the sound came off on that, but I guess I won't really know until I rewind it and watch it. Let me straighten this out a little bit. If you're seasick, don't watch. Okay, so this is the card I cased from Mary Fish. Now it is not her exact card. It is similar. I chose the same colors and the exact same layout. I used the same stamp set, but she only did 2 leaves and I couldn't stop. I had to make fluffy. She used linen thread and I used the boho blue twine. She did 1 gem. I did 3. So here is the optional card that I came up with, and same layout, same measurements, same greeting, although I am going to change the greeting on the next one that I do, because I don't send very many sending hugs cards. I probably should, but I don't. So the stamp sets I'm going to be using are Sentimental Park, and that's going to be for the flowers, and I might use the greeting from there. Layering Leaves is the one that Mary did, and then this is Sending Hugs. Gorgeously Made, I'm just showing this because I'm using the Gorgeously Made, I don't know if that's the name of that paper, but it's in the same suite. So I wanted to show that stamp set, and then I'm going to be using the Countryside Corners. That's how I'm going to get these. They're actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, they're octagons, but they're not regular octagons, so like rectangles with the corners cut off. I'm also using the textured floral for that leaf that you see right in there, and then the Sentimental Park to cut out the flowers. So let's get started. I have a card base here of Melon Mambo, so let's give that a good crease, and then I will, oops, those are everywhere, aren't they? Those of you who are card makers, don't you have those everywhere? Let's see. I've got a piece of lemon lime. I've forgotten the name of it. Lemon Lime Twist. Yeah, so that is an old color that has returned to our Brights collection. So let me set this right over here. I can go ahead and put that down. Nothing is going to go under it. And if you are joining me live, I would hope that you will say hello. All right, so let me set these aside and grab the, actually no, I'm going to do some stamping first before I do the die cutting, so I can die cut those as well. I do want to show you how I did the stamping. So I need a scrap piece of basic white. That won't do. So here's a scrap piece. All right, so first thing, I'm going to stamp the outline of those flowers in the Melon Mambo, so it coordinates with the background paper. So I'm going to do 2 of those. Clean that up right away so I don't make a mess. And then I will grab the Sweet Sorbet, which is one of the colors that is in that paper. And this I'm going to stamp off before I stamp in the center. I think I'm going to stand up so I can get my head right over this. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Yay. So the wonderful thing about this layout is that, oh, I got a little bit off there. Can't you imagine this in so many different colors and so many different product suites and mixing product suites? I just think that you could let your imagination go wild using the products. Just keeping the colors coordinated is going to make this look gorgeous. Or if not coordinated, at least complementary to some extent. So is that all I need? Yeah, that's all I need. I do need the that, and I need this die cut out of the textured floral dies, and I'm ready for the cut and emboss machine. So these will be used. These will be used. I'm done with that. My son marinated a tri-tip and just finished cooking it. So that is what I can smell as I am watching, or as I am doing this. And it smells delicious. He's really good at it. I must say though, however, he does use my recipe for marinating, but he does a great job of cooking it. Okay, so I'm just going to do these real quick, both of them, and on the second time through I will add the leaves. And what did I do with my lid? Hello Tina, thanks for joining me. So Tina, where in the world are you? And are you watching because you've seen me before, or Stampin' Up fan, Stampin' Up demonstrator? There we go. I wonder if I can, I can't go out. I could pull my camera up though, because I'm not really showing you what I'm doing. Sorry about that. So let me grab a little piece of Lost Lagoon. I do think I used up all of my scrap. So, uh-oh, there it is. Need to see how big to cut this. Ohio. I grew up in Indiana. Where in Ohio? Well, you don't have to say if you don't want to. I know it's important to keep our privacy online. Should really have my hand on the other side. The clouds are coming in. We usually get our rain starting in July. We don't get a lot of rain here in southern Arizona. So when it does start, we're very thankful. Oh, wonderful. So there's that. So where do you go for your inspiration? YouTube? I also find inspiration on YouTube. But Mary Fish's website is always great for me. I love her. Her designs are super simple. I tend not to design super simple. As you can see, well, if you go look at her card, you'll see that it was much simpler than mine. See, do I have everything cut? No. I need now these pieces that we're going to be using, and I can cut these all at once. So I'm going to pull this up a little further so you can see how I lay this on here and do these all at once. Now this piece, I got a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and turn this around. Make this easier on me. This Melon Mambo piece, I cut a little small, and I wrote down what you should cut these to, and I don't think I followed my directions. So the designer series paper is cut to 4x4, and then this Melon Mambo was supposed to be cut to 3.5 by 2 3/4, and then the white piece was cut to 3x2. So I'm going to use the largest is going to go on the designer series paper, and then I'm going to skip one. I'm going to get the second one down. That's going to go on the Melon Mambo, and then I'm going to skip one and go to the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth one. Alrighty. So you want to put this on here. All of these are going to be cut down. So you just kind of need to go sort of towards the top. This one is a little narrow. I think I cut it to 2.5 instead of 2 3/4. So do as I say, not as I do. And then this one is a 4x4. You do kind of want to be straight, but again, even that won't matter because you're going to be trimming all of these to a specific size so that it goes onto your project nice and straight. So what is your favorite stamp set or suite that you're working with right now, everybody? If you're already acquainted with Stampin' Up. And by the way, if you are not acquainted with Stampin' Up and you see anything that I am using here tonight, if you have any questions about it, please let me know. Everything is available in my online store, which is kellyrose.stampinup.net. There is a link in the description of this video. Okay, so I have that, and I have that, and I have that. And I'm going to show you now how to trim them. Here's my little cheat sheet on the sizes that I need to cut. Get those out of the way. And grab my trimmer. So this big one is going to be cut to 3.5. Let me come back down now. Okay, so 3.5 right there is the line for 3.5, and that line extends down. These lines on the trimmer are every 1/4 of an inch. So then if you have this end lined up perfectly on there, it kind of doesn't matter where these are, because when you cut this off, it's going to have it's going to be squared up, so to speak. So that will be there. And then this next one will be cut to 3 inches. So that's the Melon Mambo one. So I'm going to put that along the 3-inch line. So you can see now why it doesn't matter if you get that on there perfectly straight. And then the last one will be cut to 2.5. Like that. Done with the trimmer. And here's my card base that I already prepared, and so these can be glued on. Ooh, fun. So if this was like black, or sorry, white, that would look great as that piece. You just want some bit of contrast. So I'm putting this on towards the bottom, and then the Melon Mambo, I'm going to go ahead and glue that one down as well. The greeting needs to be stamped, so just kind of eyeballing to make sure that these spaces here are the same and that this is lined up along the edge. Okay. So I have my foam pad here and just a little protecting paper. So I have this Sending Hugs stamp or on my block, but I think I wanted to switch that out. So let me grab this stamp set. And let's try Best Wishes. Let me see if that will fit on there. It may not. Oh, barely. Oh, yeah. So you have these dies then? The octagon dies. I'm gonna go for it. I realize that it's tight, but I'm gonna go for it. Oh, you want that horse and sleigh, huh? Does not interest me. Need those, need that. And I'm looking for my Berry Burst ink, which now I seem to have completely lost. Oh, there it is. How did it get over there? That is not a place where things go. But when I'm doing a live, anything can happen. Pretty. Oh, love that font. That is gorgeous. Alrighty. If that's, I will stamp some more for the inside piece, but I don't have that piece ready, so I just need to prepare this with some dimensionals. So I want a couple right there on the edge, and don't be stingy with your dimensionals. I'm going to leave the backings on there. Although I think I left some space and did that intentionally. So I'm going to go ahead and take the backings off. I'm going to put this down and then put the flowers, arrange the flowers and the leaves. Now, before I do the flowers and leaves like I did on my sample card, I wanted to show, if I can find my, oh, there it is, yes. So this die coordinates with this suite, the Gorgeously Made, I think. So I think that if you wanted to keep it simple, you could just do that. Isn't that beautiful? So which do you think you're more likely to do? Something really simple like that, keeping it clean, or dressing it up a little bit more like I'm about to do? Actually, I wonder if these will work. I wouldn't want that there, but let's see how that leaf looks with these flowers. Do I want them both in? I could do a different end. Yeah, I don't. I like it as well. I kind of like them just pretty much equally. Wonder if there's a way I could get these apart to spread them apart. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Let me just share with you that on this one, I did cut this apart right there so that I could have leaves in different places. And or alternatively, you could just do two of those, right? But I think that this will cut apart nicely right here, and while I'm at it, I'm going to go ahead and cut off that stem and cut that off right there. And then let me get this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing a little more clearly. So there's this like little weird piece right there. I'm going to trim that. That's where I cut it apart. So I'm going to trim it in case this leaf shows. I want it to be more rounded, although these leaves are pretty pointy. Let me see if I can point that up. Okay, good enough. At least that weird cut mark isn't there anymore. All right. So this one is going to go down first. Oh, I've heard that the truck is, yeah, getting sold out. The truck is adorable. I have the ancient truck that is quite similar. I don't even know, maybe it's even the same one, probably isn't, but how long have you been associated with Stampin' Up? Do you know which truck I'm talking about? I mean, it was only available in the wood stamps. There we go. Do this one next. Maybe I like this leaf better. So did I mention this was Lost Lagoon? I think I did. So this is Lost Lagoon. This color, because it is one of the coordinating colors in that Designer Series papers. You can see it in a few places. Oh yeah. Okay, let's do the twine. So I just have some of our white twine. I'm gonna double it up. And then we'll find some bling for these babies. I made that a little too short for myself to make that easy. It was not. I think I made that harder than it needed to be. Okay, so here's where I had it looped over. So I want to cut the other side similar length. Grab a glue dot. So if you are so inclined to try this card or something similar, I would love to see what you have done over at Rosie Scrapper Stampers. That is my Facebook group. Uh-oh, why is my computer dinging at me? All right, so let's find some pretties. I have a lot of old stuff in here. Excuse me. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is what probably coordinates in that suite anyway. So, pink or green or white? Or all three? Nope, I think I'll just stick with pink on this one. And we'll do one right here. Let me see where I did it on there. Oh, okay. So I did this one peeking out, and then a small one right up here. Fun! Let's see how the green looks. I don't think it looks bad. I don't think that I have any gems that coordinate a little bit better with the Lost Lagoon. I'm gonna go for it. You can tell me what you think. If you think I should have gone with the pink or the white, let me know. Pretty Peacock, which is what I'm assuming this is, although I don't really know. Adhesive back sequence trees. I don't know. Pretty Peacock is in this set. Okay. So, if you have a preference, please let me know. Or maybe you like the inspiration card best. I'd love to know in the comments which one you liked and if you plan on making one. If these dimensions there, you can take a screenshot of that. I think that Mary Fish on her website, her website is Stampin' Pretty. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for thumbs up. Really appreciate that. Really helps. So do your kind comments. And I do so love hearing from you. If you have a question, I get back to you really quickly. That comes right up on my phone and it's easy to answer. So have a lovely week. Happy stamping, and until next time.